It's the final meeting of 3 meetings tonight where the LMU Lions come down to the Isoplex to take on the Matadors of CSUN. Well, welcome back to the Isoplex once more, everyone. It's the penultimate home game of the CSUN hockey season. The Lions and the Matadors facing off for the third and final time. The Matadors, a very tall task ahead of them. Last time they faced LMU was on January 10th, where the Lions beat them 9-2. They've outscored them in 2 games, 15-5. So CSUN, a huge 2 points for this game, and they need to try and make something happen. They sit at the bottom of the table at 6th and tied for 7th with UCLA, both boasting 4 points. On the other side, LMU, they're having a phenomenal season, 12-10 so far, but the games they are winning, they are destroying their opponents. They are mid-pack right now, tied with Grand Canyon University for that playoff spot, for playoff seeding. All 7 teams will make the WCHC D2 playoffs that are hosted in the Cube in February. But seeding matters now more than ever. CSUN only has 2 league games left. LMU tonight, UCLA on January 30th. For LMU, they play CSUN here tonight, UCLA tomorrow back at home. That's their senior night. And they finish the season at the Cube in Santa Clarita against UCLA on January 31st. CSUN coming off some rough trouble here. Like we said, they took on the Lions on January 10th, where they lost 9-2, then traveled to New Mexico and faced 3 teams in the nuclear shootout. They lost to the University of New Mexico Lobos, the Mustangs of SMU, and a very tight game to the UCLA Bruins, where they fell. So 2 points that are up for grabs here tonight. The Matadors need them desperately for playoff seeding. We'll have puck drop for you here on the MSN YouTube channel. Friday night lights here in the Simi Valley. Grab a piece of broccoli, grab a mango, or grab a banana, or whatever fruit you so do enjoy as we get set for this third and final meeting here in the Simi Valley Isoplex between the LMU Lions and the CSUN Matadors. I want to welcome you once more to the broadcast booth alongside of Nadia Cole Gutierrez, Paige McGill, Arabella Roman, and myself, Jonas Tawney. We welcome you in for tonight's Friday Night Lights here in the Simi Valley. Like we said, this is the 3rd meeting between these 2 teams. The first time the Lions bested the Matadors 6-3. The second time was here in this very building 12 days ago, where the final score was 9-3 in favor of the LMU Lions. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game, brought to you by the Associated Students on the campus of Cal State Northridge. For the Lions, they know the team they're playing against. They know they can skate well. They're very, very physical. And two of the keys that go into their path to victory is the fact that speed kills. This first time, granted they were playing on the Olympic-sized rink on the other side of the Isoplex, a little bit bigger, and that gave them a lot more room to skate faster. They were able to set up plays, go around. They're a lot faster, a lot more physical. Speed kills. You got to be tight with your defense. This Matador squad can break loose and just score goals. It almost seems on a whim, and they're going to need some of that tonight. And the final key is smart physicality. You don't want to take dumb penalties. You don't want to make stupid mistakes on the ice. That allows for the Matadors to get right back in this. On the flip side, the Matadors' keys to the game's kitchen control. You don't want to let anything go into the slot, especially with Mishkevich, who will be your starting netminder tonight for the Doors. You gotta hold the kitchen, control the kitchen, clean it up a little bit. You gotta stop the bleeding as well. The games can get a little out of hand. We saw that in the 9-2 victory for LMU, and you kind of just have to keep it where it is and back check hard. You can't let the speed of LMU get through. Take a look at today's starting lineups here in the broadcast booth for the Lions, as Hunter Week will be in between the pipes. On the blue line is Lewis and Hogan, and your starting forwards are Revivo, Ford, and McMillan. For the Matadors, the starting three, very, very usual starting three. No Aaron Cutler tonight. He's going to be out for the rest of the season and potentially most of next season as well for the Matadors. Let me take a look at them. So he will be out for the night. We'll take a quick look at the starting lineups for the Matadors. Larson, Warwick, and Yusufpour, your typical starting three up in the offense. Holding the blue line is Atancio and Tarani. The 18-year-old gets the start on the blue line, and in between the pipes, manning the crease is none other than their goaltender one, Seth Mishkevich. So we take a look to get set here for tonight's broadcast. Goalies are ready, we're ready, referee's ready, drop puck, and we are underway here as Tarani is just going to flip this one in for the Lions. CSUN will win that opening draw. Larson giving chase down and back in the corner, but the Lions able to recover this one. Matadors trying to hold it in, but a nice play there from Revivo. Gets this one out to Ford, coming down with speed, try to go off the back, not able to make anything happen, and a chip up there will be out of play. So typically it would be a delay of game penalty, but not in the ACHA.